Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. The US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo was in London yesterday, and he said that the United States wants to build a global coalition to counter China, as he accused Beijing of exploiting the coronavirus pandemic to further its own interests. So this is the latest indication that there is some kind of Cold War-like situation developing between China and the United States of America. Earlier, the United States President Donald Trump had identified China as United States' main rival, and he had accused President Xi Jinping of taking advantage over trade and not telling the truth over the novel coronavirus outbreak, which he labels as the Chinese plague. In the United Kingdom, Pompeo lauded Prime Minister Boris Johnson's order to purge Huawei Gear from its 5G mobile phone network, saying it was the right decision as the data could have ended up in the hands of the Chinese Communist Party. Pompeo cast China as an aggressor, saying it has made illegal maritime claims, bullied Himalayan countries, by that he means India, covered up the coronavirus outbreak and exploited it to further its own interest in a disgraceful way. So very blunt words, although all these have been rejected by Beijing. He said, "We hope we can build out a coalition that understands the threat and will work collectively to convince the Chinese Communist Party that it is in their best interest not to engage in this kind of behavior." He said, "We want to see every nation who understands freedom and democracy to understand this threat that the Chinese Communist Party is posing to them." He offered no evidence of how China has exploited the coronavirus. So it is quite evident that the British government is bowing down under the pressure of Washington. It has taken a very hard stance against the crackdown in its former British colony, in the former British colony of Hong Kong, and it appears that Pompeo's visit is an attempt to stiffen Johnson's resolve and dangle the potential reward of post-Brexit free trade deal. Pompeo said the deal could go a long way. Third round of negotiations scheduled later this month. A primary focus for the United States is to see that they can make progress on this and bring this to a closure as quickly as possible. So Chinese economy is worth $15 trillion, 5 times the size of United Kingdom's. And once the United Kingdom excludes Huawei from its telecom equipment, it's going to suffer, and the Chinese and the British economy is going to face a setback. So the important thing for Pakistan is to monitor the situation carefully. Pakistan is an ally of China. We are firmly in the Belt Road Initiative. CPEC is a flagship enterprise of BRI in Pakistan, but at the same time Pakistan has good relations with the United States of America. So unlike the last Cold War, Pakistan should not become a blind follower of either camp. It should weigh its own strategic interests carefully, and keeping in mind its legit national interests, follow only what it considers to be in its best interests. Thank you very much. I look forward to your comments.